Auburn fans, we welcome in Auburn's brand new women's basketball coach, Terri Williams-Flournoy. Coach, welcome to the Plains. Very, very excited about having you as Auburn's next head women's basketball coach.
Thank you. I am so excited to be here.
What has the last couple days been like for you?
A tornado, pretty much a tornado, whirlwind, but just truly exciting, you know, from emotional drain to having to talk to my team at Georgetown, to the excitement of meeting my new team last night. So it's just been wonderful.
I would imagine that there is, while the excitement is there about a brand new ball club, a little bit of a heavy heart about leaving a program that you helped build into a national contender.
It was really tough, and they were not just Georgetown players, you know, they were my kids, you know. I recruited all of them. It was great. So, you know, I'm their mother, you know, I'm their big sister, you know, everything. So it's hard for them, and it's hard leaving them, but they're good. They'll be okay.
Yeah. Let's talk about your background a little bit. Your assistant coaching days. This won't be your first trip into the Southeastern Conference.
Right. No, I actually had 6 years with Andy Landers at the University of Georgia. From there, I went to Southwest Missouri State before I got the job at Georgetown. And, you know, while we were at Georgetown, we played a few SEC teams. We beat Tennessee, we beat Georgia, and we lost by a few points to LSU, who we should have beat also.
All right, how would you describe your style of coaching, and what do you want to see your style of play here at Auburn?
My style of coaching is we play extremely fast, and we cause havoc for 40 minutes, and that's what we really build into our players. Let's cause havoc for 40 minutes, just tenacious defense from the time the ball is jumped till the end of the game. And our goal is to wear a team down. And because we're going to be in great shape and we know how to play, by the last 2 minutes of the game, they're going to be sick of seeing our press.
How long did it take for you to instill that at Georgetown?
I actually changed it my fourth year. Going into my fourth year, I decided I hated the way we played. It was awful. It was slow. I was trying to teach a 2-3 zone that I had no idea what I was doing. I had played man both in college and while I was an assistant coach, and I was trying to do a zone. And then I just finally said, okay, forget it. I can't do this anymore, okay? Let's change the way we play. So how I got the kids to buy into it, I said, look, okay, we're going to play defense for 40 minutes. We're going to have about 5 or 6 different presses. And anytime we get the ball, anytime we steal or whatever we do, it's yours. You can do whatever. You can go in for layups. You can shoot threes. I don't really care. Just get the ball. And that's how I got them to buy into it.
Did you see the light switch go on at that point?
It did. It took a little while, though. I mean, it wasn't as easy as, you know, it sounds, because in order to play like that, you have to be in great shape. So I didn't tell them that part, you know. So we worked that part in a little bit later because you had to be in great shape. So it was a little bit more running that we had to do. But eventually they bought into it. They figured it out. And what they really learned was that it's actually harder to play fast. You have to be a little smarter to play fast basketball.
You played at a very good program at Penn State. How were you described as a player?
Oh, let's see. What would Rennie Portland say? She really loved to shoot the ball. I was a shooter. We had Susan Robinson came in a year right after me, who was a very good post player. So all of a sudden I had to start throwing the ball inside. I was like, who's she? Why I gotta give the ball to her? So she would really describe me as a shooter. Probably never saw a shot that I didn't like. You know, that's why I love my guards right now. My guards would love me. I love for my guards to shoot. That's why I say we'll shoot the 3 in transition. We'll shoot it quick, you know. So I was a shooter, so why not? What
was the reaction of the team when you met with the team last night, Coach?
It was good. They were really good. I think it was almost like a relief, you know, like, okay, we finally got a coach. The questioning is, you know, no longer in the air, who's going to be our coach. So it was kind of a relaxing state where we could just sit down together, chit-chat about who they are, what I am, who I am, what my expectations are, and everything. I thought it was absolutely great.
What did you tell them about your expectations?
That we had to win. I told them, I'll teach you everything that we can do to win. And all I ask is that you just be patient. It'll be a new system. It'll be a lot of things that you haven't done before, but be patient because we are going to win.
The last time you were here as an assistant coach, Auburn was playing across the street at Beard East Coliseum. What was your initial thought when you walked in here to Auburn Arena?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just a great arena. What a great atmosphere for women's basketball.
Talk about your family a little bit, if you would.
Oh, my lovely family. I have the best husband in the whole wide world. I may be a little biased, but he is. He's done a great job in allowing me to be who I am. Anytime it was time to jump up and move, he was just like, okay, I got to find a job, but okay, let's go. I have a beautiful daughter. She's 11, Maya, and an unbelievable crazy son who would probably tear up Auburn. That's 8.
What were your thoughts of coming to Auburn as a town, bringing your family here and establishing roots in Auburn, Alabama?
I was very selective in my 8 years of coaching at Georgetown. I knew I would not leave Georgetown until I found the perfect place for my family. And Jay and Meredith sold Auburn as a family town, and that was the big seller for me because I wanted to come to a place where my family and I could just relax, let me do what I needed to do and know that they're still very comfortable and we could be here for a very long time.
You served as recruiting coordinator in your assistant coaching jobs and obviously as a head coach. Talk about your philosophy as a recruiter and talk about your thoughts of recruiting to Auburn University.
For us, in the way that we play, we have to recruit young ladies that fit us. And not everybody will fit the way that we play. We like them athletic. I like shooters. We like our post players to be athletic because our press is a little bit different. We don't just press up in the front court. In the back court, we press all the way and even in the half court. So we need everybody to be able to press. So it's a different type of player that we're looking for out there. Do we always want the best player? Absolutely. But I've learned in the past that I can take a player that's just with a lot of potential and get everything out of them that we need.
With the idea of playing the defense that you want to play at Auburn, how important then is depth?
Depth is very important. That's why I always have 15 on my team. My brother Boo always laughs every year. He's like, you got 15 players on your team. He tells me every year, you have 15 players on your team. Then he said, you're playing about 12 or 13 players. He's like, how are you playing that many people? I'm like, we have to. The way that we play and as fast as we play, they get tired. They get tired, and they should get tired because while they're on the floor, they should leave everything out there. Know that push as hard as you can, there's a sub coming in for you, and that sub has to do just as well as the one that just came off the floor. Now, do we have some kids that play 30-so minutes or so? They do, and they're tired. They're absolutely tired, so they don't get as many breaks as some of the other ones, but we play a lot of people.
Welcome, War Eagle.
War Eagle.
Very excited about having you at Auburn University.
Thank you.